How quickly do you think shots can get in arms? Do you expect it to be later today, tomorrow, later this week?
Well, we think literally within about the next 24 to 48 hours, Americans should start receiving shots in arms. They're literally rolling out with the trucks as we speak.
All right, that was the CEO of Johnson & Johnson, Alex Gorsky, just moments ago on Today, laying out a timeline for the rollout of America's third coronavirus vaccine. Joining us now is the governor of New Jersey, Phil Murphy. First of all, update us on how New Jersey is doing on getting the vaccine to its people. And I know you're going to announce a new group that is eligible.
Yeah, good to be with you. First of all, I had a very good conversation, as I do regularly, with Alex Gorsky yesterday. Johnson & Johnson's a New Jersey icon, so there's a particular point of pride. We're doing well. We've made a lot of progress, and there's still a lot more to go. We're over 2 million shots in the arm. We are attacking the inequities that this virus has exposed. That's hardly a complete picture yet. So we're vaccinating through houses of worship, other community centers. The Johnson & Johnson vaccine gives us another really important weapon. And as you suggest, I'm going to announce later today, we're going to begin in sort of phases to open up our eligibility to a lot more communities, especially essential workers. And at the head of that list will be educators and folks in daycare.
So educators and folks in daycare, not necessarily considered essential workers, correct?
No, I wouldn't say that. I mean, protecting our kids, getting them the best education possible, helping moms and dads cover this extraordinarily stressful period of having to work, in many cases from home, and or kids that are in the school systems that may not be in person. It's an imperative of ours to get school and get that back up on its feet.
No, I understand that, but they're not usually considered in that batch. I mean, to have, I agree teachers should be considered essential workers, but they aren't usually. I mean, is this something different that New Jersey is doing?
I'm not sure about that, honestly. I mean, we've got a whole game plan that is going to break down. We're phasing it in over a couple of weeks because we already have a supply-demand imbalance. So we want to make sure we don't tilt that even further. And we will absolutely get to the essential workers sooner than later that work in transit or retail or longshoremen. Those are groups that will all be eligible before this month is out.
That's amazing. Jonathan Lemire has the next question. Jonathan?
Governor, good to see you again. Obviously, your focus rightly now is the vaccine distribution over these next weeks and months to make sure that all New Jerseyans who want one get them. Can you speak a little bit about the campaign you are to convince those who are reluctant to take the shot for whatever reason to go ahead and do so? And then as a part two, as you look forward here, what's the next phase of sort of the state perhaps reopening? And you mentioned schools. Are schools going to be open in person for all students, say, by start of next school year?
Yeah, I would say on that last question, Jonathan, emphatically yes. And I hope we'll get there a lot sooner. We already have the bulk of our kids, I'd say 2/3 of our kids are right now either in hybrid or full on in person. That number's been going up. Certainly the vaccine is not a magic wand, yay or nay, in terms of a school district, but boy, it's a big positive factor, which is why we're proceeding as we are over the next few weeks. In terms of skepticism, it breaks down into a couple of categories, some of which are legitimate and others are not, frankly. There's the anti-vax crowd, which I don't support. There are myths out there as it relates to women of childbearing age, and those myths need to be debunked. There's rightful, concern among women of that age, and I think most importantly, among our black and brown communities, particularly African American communities, there is rightful skepticism based on the history of our country, frankly. And so getting role models to get to the head of the line, public service campaigns, reaching into black and brown churches as we're doing is really essential to push back on that rightful skepticism based on our American history.
All right, Eddie Glaude, next question.
Governor Murphy, it's so wonderful to talk with you. I tweeted out last night that I wanted to know what was going on. I had no idea when. So what is the information campaign that you're engaged in the state of New Jersey, of where we are, how we're sequencing the distribution of the vaccine, and how has the supply-demand imbalance impacted the execution of the distribution strategy? So I tweeted last night. I had no idea. Can you give me and a whole bunch of my fellow New Jerseyans a sense of where we are and where we should be over the next couple of weeks?
Yeah, Eddie, any question from Princeton and another New Jersey icon is a good one. Good to see you. Well, listen, we've made a lot of progress. We've gone from 0 up to over 2 million shots in the arms. We have a distribution system which we built out ahead of the federal supply, and the federal supply, as we all know, the Biden administration inherited an empty cupboard. They've now done a terrific job moving that needle in the right direction. We're on the journey toward addressing the inequities that this virus has exposed, not just through vaccines, through testing, through other means. And again, that informs how we'll use, for instance, the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. It must be said, 1 dose, regular refrigeration. Well, that gives us a lot of flexibility. We have 73,600 doses coming in the next couple of days. Literally, I believe all of them will go into hard-to-reach, underserved, overwhelmingly black and brown communities, whether through pharmacies, through our counties, through emergency rooms, in whatever form it takes.
Hey, thanks so much for watching our YouTube channel. You can follow up on today's top stories and breaking news, or catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.